Opinion trumps Epstein evasion AI deepfakes, Russia rants and a presidency in panic as public anger over the Epstein files grows. Trump's arsenal of deflections from deepfakes of Obama's arrest to resurrecting Russia conspiracies lays bare a presidency in panic. For a man who built his political brand on the promise of exposing the dirty secrets of America's elite, U.S. President Donald Trump's recent behavior around the Epstein files is nothing short of spectacular hypocrisy. Once hailed by his mega base as the leader who would drain the swamp, Trump now seems more determined than ever to keep the swamp water murky. While House Democrats twice attempted to force the release of all DOJ documents related to Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking case, Trump's Republican allies shut them down. Not once, twice. The Epstein saga has haunted America's political elite for years, but it's Trump who now finds himself ensnared in its most volatile chapter. After Attorney General Pam Bondi declared there would be no further prosecutions, no client list and no more documents released, the backlash wasn't led by Democrats, it erupted from Trump's own base. Prominent mega influencers like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Elon Musk demanded transparency. Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's longtime accomplice, even reportedly offered to testify before Congress. Instead of action, Trump asked his boys and gals to leave Bondi alone and called the Epstein controversy sordid but boring. That language alone, a wealthy man dismissing a child sex trafficking scandal as boring, should disqualify him from ever holding public office again. Adding to the storm, Maria Farmer, one of Epstein's earliest accusers, has confirmed to multiple outlets including the New York Times that she reported Donald Trump's name to law enforcement in 1996 and again in 2006. Farmer described an unsettling encounter in Epstein's office where Trump allegedly hovered over her and, thinking she was 16, made a lewd comment before Epstein stepped in to say, "She's not here for you." Trump has denied ever being in Epstein's office, but his history of praise for Epstein, calling him a terrific guy in 2002 and admiring his preference for beautiful women on the younger side, does little to help his defense. As Trump struggled under Epstein-related scrutiny, his director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, lobbed a grenade into the news cycle. Gabbard accused Barack Obama and senior intelligence officials of a treasonous conspiracy to manufacture evidence of Russian interference in the 2016 election. She called for Obama, John Brennan, James Comey, and others to be prosecuted, alleging they laid the groundwork for a years-long coup against Trump. The claims are as unhinged as they are unsubstantiated. Every major investigation, including a Republican-led Senate Intelligence Committee report, has upheld the original assessment Russia interfered to help Trump win. And if the world needed a reminder of Trump's disdain for truth, they got it on Monday. The sitting president posted an AI-generated video on Truth Social showing Barack Obama being arrested by FBI agents inside the Oval Office. The clip ends with Obama in an orange jumpsuit behind bars, overlaid with the caption "No one is above the law." No disclaimers or context, just a digital lynching of his predecessor designed to stir the mega base and muddy the waters around Epstein. Deepfakes have already been flagged as a growing national security threat by the Pentagon. That a US president would deploy one as a political weapon is a low point in American history. And Trump's allies aren't stopping there. John Ratcliffe, his former CIA director, released a review of the 2016 intelligence assessment on Russian interference, criticizing its tradecraft and alleging political bias. But the report doesn't refute any findings, it merely questions process, conveniently omitting the Republican Senate Intelligence Committee's confirmation of those findings. It's worth noting that this so-called CIA note was commissioned by Ratcliffe, a Trump loyalist, and its selective release reeks of political engineering. Former DNI James Clapper described it best: "This is a document that violates every standard of intelligence integrity while pretending to champion it." And Trump's tactics follow a familiar pattern. Delay the release of damaging information, distract the public with inflammatory accusations, deny responsibility for anything, whether it's Epstein's ties to power or Russia's cyber warfare. This time, though, the stakes are higher. Trump isn't just trying to save his legacy, he's actively undermining trust in America's institutions to shield himself from scrutiny. Nan and what remains of the Epstein files? According to Attorney General Bondi, they're still under review. Yet Senator Dick Durbin's letter to the FBI suggests otherwise, revealing that Trump ordered hundreds of agents to comb through 1,00,000 Epstein-related records earlier this year. They were told to flag every mention of Trump. It resulted with a DOJ memo declaring there was nothing to see. Swipe left for next video. Donald Trump promised his followers he'd burn down the old order. Instead, he's become its most cynical operator, hiding Epstein's secrets, reviving old conspiracies and peddling digital fantasies of his enemies in chains. Views expressed in the above piece are personal and solely those of the author. They do not necessarily reflect News 18's views. Latest blogs.